But can I just say, the bright side was, is it a rule that firemen have to be so gosh darn good looking? Hello everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I come to you today looking like poop because I want to do a get ready with me and just give you a life update, let you know what's been going on, all that I've been dealing with, and coming to you with the immense dark circles underneath my eyes, showing exactly how tired I really am. But not to worry, because we're going to put a lot of stuff on my face to cover all that up. I have a lot of fun things that I'm going to be using. A lot of them I got in my boxes. Some of them I got in my edit sales or pop-up sales or add-on sales. There's so many sales I can't keep track of them. I'm not going to mention everything now. I'll mention it as I'm going over, but I cannot wait to try these new magnetic lashes that I got in one of my boxes. I will let you guys tell me which box, because I don't remember. So I'm just going to put these ears on. Because what's a get ready with me without cat ears, you know? I just got my hair cut yesterday, and I got curtain bangs, and I haven't had bangs in so freaking long, so I'm not used to them, and they like keep hitting here, and I keep like doing this like a cat. Could be a little disturbing, but nonetheless. So I'm sweating profusely, but I'm going to try to get makeup on this face. See, my boiler broke about, I don't know, 6 days ago. Finally got it fixed. See, I didn't mind it being broken. Yes, it was chilly in here, but I didn't mind it being chilly. It's fixed now, so it's back to being 120 degrees in the middle of winter. So I had received this Unicorn Glow hydrating primer, in, you know, some kind of box or something. I didn't hear very good things about it, but we're going to try it and find out. Now, I'm not going to be able to judge all these products because they're new products, and now I'm putting them all together. So if I don't like something, I'm going to have to give it another try with products that I'm used to using. Oh, it's very silicone-y, but actually it smooths in quite nicely, whereas for me, like the Smashbox primer just kind of sits on top of my skin, which is good for certain circumstances. The foundation that I want to try is the Natasha Denona Transfer Matte Foundation. I have tested it once, and to be perfectly honest with you, I don't freaking remember how I liked it. Now, I think this was too dark. Yeah. It's like way too dark for me, so I'm going to have to get a mixing medium to go with it. About my NYX mixing medium, this is called a Pro Foundation Mixer. This works with just about everything. It doesn't change the undertone, it just lightens up the foundation. I'm sorry guys, I'm having a really bad day, and I just need to be zen, relax, and just have fun and do my makeup. Give you guys some updates. So the foundation's a little on the runny side. Okay, that's a little bit better. I can't see in the viewfinder, but in my mirror, at least, it's looking much better. All right, we got these sponges a long time ago. They've been sitting in a box of new stuff to try forever. Now, it came with 2 sponges. They did fit in this little baby container, but as you can see, when you wet them, they get quite big and fluffy, which is fine. I did bring 2 backup sponges because just in case those don't work, I want to have something that I know does work. As I said, everything's just like going wrong. Like my battery's dying on my lighted mirror here that I'm using, so it's like a dim light, and that's not fun. Let's see. Is this just going to be a complaining video? I don't know. I have so much to do. I do need to run out for a little bit. I'd rather stay home. Personally, this vacation's going to be anything but relaxing for me, but, you know, if you guys know me, I'm not usually a matte foundation person, and the only reason I purchased this is because it was really deeply discounted, and I figured I would try it for you guys in case you guys do like matte foundations. I can tell you, you know, my thoughts on it, although they may not be your thoughts because I'm not a matte foundation person. I definitely would not have paid full price for it. I didn't even tell you what color I got. It says 40N. Okay, so this is mixing with the sweat just beautifully. It looks full coverage on my face. It's looking a little heavy to me, and yet it didn't seem to properly cover up that scar. I don't know whether it's the application or the foundation. I'm going to try tapping some more. The sponge is nice though, I gotta tell you. I love this flat end. It's like perfect, and then it does have the little point. You can't do anything precise with the point, but you can like maybe get into your nose. Not into your nose, but at least on the sides of it. It looks really nice over here. In certain parts it's looking kind of heavy and stuff like that. And I cannot judge it because it could be the primer, it could be my, whatever it could be. So there's no real final judgment. I do like the little baby one that comes with it. It really, this one gets into here really, really nicely. Okay, not bad. I think I made the color look really good. At least I think so. So how are you guys doing? How are your holidays? I also picked up the concealer. This is again the Transfer Matte Concealer, and I did get it in the color 4N. This has a very interesting applicator. It's flat, but it has like a little upward little kick to it. Now look how light this one is. I can't even use this to conceal any scarring. Very liquidy. For some reason I expected it to be a little bit thicker. Oh, and it seems to kind of dry quickly, so let me work a little faster. My advice is don't let this sit too long. Okay, so I can still see like a lot of crepiness underneath my eyes. I don't even think it covered my dark circles completely. It looks okay on camera, I think, but in real life I'm looking very, very dry and crepey. The next thing I want to try, which I have not tried yet, I did test the consistency on camera, is the Smashbox Photo Finish Setting Powder. This is the one that looks like a little camera lens, and you grind up the powder so you can get as much or as little as you want. I absolutely love the packaging. So you can see it's like a little grinder there. And I'm going to grind some here. I don't even care about covering up that scar on my forehead. It is what it is at this moment. Yeah, not a fan of this concealer underneath my eyes. Just for me at this moment anyway. I don't like the way it looks. So I didn't even bother powdering underneath there. It's dry enough already. So this is the one that I was very excited to try. I haven't even played with it yet. This is the Pure 4-in-1 Skin Perfecting Powder thing. You know, the one that I had the big old laugh because I didn't know what the heck. I thought that was someone's name, and it says medium tan. Me, people. Got a deep bronzer, a beautiful coral blush, a translucent powder, and of course this gorgeous, gorgeous highlight. How can I, at times can I say gorgeous? And look at that highlighter, it's beautiful. And then I loved the patterns that they put into the powders. I thought it just made a really nice addition to it, you know, like the presentation of it. This may be too fluffy of a brush. Okay, that went on nicely at first, you know, application, but I think I'm going to switch brushes for a little bit more precision. Don't really seem to have the brush that I need, so I'll just switch to another fluffy brush and see if that works. So let me tell you, the one good thing that did happen is I finally got my car back after a month. I had my accident on November 17th on my way to work in the morning. I never told you guys that story. I was just on my way to work, la la la, you know, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I see this front end of a truck on the highway just heading right towards me. I saw him start to lose control of his car a little bit on my left, out of the corner of my eye, because I was in the middle lane, and I saw him like kind of skid and bounce off the guardrail, and then literally I turned a little bit and his front end is here. He smashes into me, he T-bones me. Who gets T-boned on the highway? Me. And sends me flying from the middle lane all the way over onto the shoulder. Now, I like to say God was my co-pilot that day. I had my sisters and my mother sitting right next to me because morning rush hour traffic, no one else hit me. I don't know how it happened that no one else hit me, but no one else did. So, sent me flying. I, like, for a second had no clue, like, what happened, where I was, and anything like that. The fire and ambulance show up. Well, the cops come too, and they wound up having to cut me out of my car. But can I just say, the bright side was, is it a rule that firemen have to be so gosh darn good looking? Every single one of them. I'm sitting there in pain. They're cutting me out of my car and I'm going, wow, he's cute. bright side. So long story short, the ambulance took me. Getting home was a nightmare. I will be okay. I had physical therapy for a few weeks. You know, I'm more psychologically scarred than I think physically. I will be okay. But I have my Chuck back. She looks all pretty and brand new again, and so I'm grateful for that. Okay, I really like the way the bronzer looks. I think it's a nice tone. I could probably blend some more. No, I could definitely blend some more. I'm not going overboard for perfection today. The blush is a really pretty coral, and I'm going to use it. I'm hoping that it's going to go with the eye look, because I don't know what eye look I'm going to do today. But yeah, these powders are so pigmented. You need to be cautious when using them. It's a really pretty tone. I like it, but I have to fluff another a little bit. I will be using this all the time. I love it. Can't wait to use the setting powder too. I like that it has that, so if you wanted to take like just one palette for everything, this would be perfect. I'll use the highlighter after I do my eyes. I don't know how I do that. Do you guys do that? How, or I should say, when do you put on your highlighter and stuff? After your eyes, before your eyes? Just curious. I do have a bunch of new brushes to use. I have not tried these. These are the Fenty brushes that I got for like, I don't know, $4 or $6 in one of the pop-up sales, edit sales, whatever the heck you want to call them. This is the 230 Precision Blending. Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, there we go. It is like a, I don't know about a blending, but it looks more like a flat shader kind of brush. This one, the 200 All Over Shadow. And again, they kind of really look the same. This one's just a little bit thicker. We'll try them. Now, of course, I did get this Crown brush set, also in a box. Let's play with the Fireside palette from IBY, because I was confused by the color story. I'm so indecisive. This is a really pretty palette. As I said, I just expected something different by the name of it, but it does have a pretty green, which I think will go with my shirt, so we're going to go that route. A very nice cream base color in it, so I'm going to use that. Wow, this is really pigmented. Holy smokes. And I really thought it was matte, and it's not. It's a shimmer. Oh, it's going to be one of those, my friends. Oh, do you know what I did? Guess what I did, everybody? I dipped into the wrong one. I went for the one next to it, which is a shimmer. I think all of my Get Ready With Me videos should be titled, I Am a Complete Mess. So then the other day, my ceiling decides to fall down. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'll insert pictures. I'm going to go into this s'mores color. Ooh, wow. Man, this is more pigmented than an Estee Lauder palette. So you guys know I live in a very old house, right? My house was registered sometime in the close to mid-1800s. And yes, my father, when he bought it, the house has been in the family for a lot of years. My grandparents owned it, my uncle owned it, and when my parents bought it, oh, let's see, 45 years ago, I guess. You know, we were a family of 7, and it was a small farmhouse, essentially. So my dad did construction and built the rest of the house. He didn't make a huge house, but he made it to have 4 bedrooms. 2 sets of sisters shared each bedroom. He built, you know, a patio, and he redid the porch, and he added the master bedroom, then a bedroom for my brother. Those are on the main floor. So needless to say, the main part of the house is old. Now the ceiling has been replaced before, because there was no such thing as drywall back in even the early, 1900s. It was plaster and lath. I don't know if you know what lath is. There's the wire mesh that you put the plaster on top, but then there's this wood lath, which is very, very thin pieces of wood that went in strips, and then you put the wire mesh on top of that so that you could then plaster. When I had the problem with my tub, we had a leak, and then part of the ceiling came down, and that was replaced because we had to replace a whole bunch of pipes. Long story, small section of the ceiling fell down. I was like, okay, now this was a while ago. I was like, I don't have too much time to fix this, right? So a little bit more time goes on. Recently, this couple of days, like this whole big section of ceiling fell. And then I had to go in and then cut out the rest of it and everything. So if you see in the picture, see the wood lath that I was talking about. Now, do you know my fear of bugs? I've explained my fear of bugs, right? I'll do any construction job. Ask me to lay down tile, ask me to put up drywall, sheetrock. I mean, whatever you need me to do, I can do, right? Ask me to deal with things that contain bugs and spider webs and just gross stuff. So the thought of having to get up there close to that and to do things does not thrill me at all. I'm going to try taking this dark brown with, I'm going to use this odd little fluffy brush that came in that crown thing. So we got a pretty significant storm for the city. Now, honestly, if I had my truck, getting out would have been a lot easier, but since I didn't. I have a decent amount of property to take care of, which is why when I get another house, I don't want property. I either want the smallest amount of property ever known to man, or I want a townhouse. I don't want to live in a building. See, I do want some outside space. I need that, but I don't want to have to shovel snow. My body, I can't do it anymore. Physically, as much as I try to push myself, between my MS and just everything else, I can't do it. And we had a lot of snow, and yes, we did get a snow day, thank goodness. So I headed out. First, you have to clear the sidewalk first, because in the city you'll get like a $300 ticket if you don't clear the sidewalk. So I'm doing that, and it's a very heavy, wet snow. And so I get most of that done, and I had to clear my driveway so I could hopefully get my car out. Now the plow had already come up the hill once, so I was like, okay, so maybe I'm good, right? Maybe I'm okay. So then I start shoveling the driveway, and as I'm doing it, literally, have you ever had that moment where you say, I cannot possibly go another step further? I'm like, I was ready to burst into tears, because I was like, there's absolutely no way I can do this. I can't do it anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do, how I'm going to get my car out. I was getting ready to actually have a mental breakdown. I have to try this green on my lid. It's calling my name. So before I have my mental breakdown, right when I think like that I'm at my breaking point, along come two kids with shovels, and they're like, do you need some help? I'm like, yes, I'll pay you. And they're two young kids. They were probably early high school. I don't exactly know. Then another kid came along maybe an hour after that. I have to thank them. Their names were Deshaun, Rael, and Michael. And I like to believe they were my little gifts from God that were sent my way. They're just kids looking to, go out, and they're like, I could just, sit home, but I'd rather go out and make money. I was like, good for you, and I'm happy to pay you. This color is, oh my goodness, are you seeing the beautifulness of this color? I told you I've always loved IBY shadows. They just perform so well. They were my angels, because I don't know how I would have been able to do it. So that was basically the best $75 or so that I've ever spent. I'm going to take this other Fenty brush here. I want to go into this one called Nippy and put that maybe on the inner corner of my eye. That blends nicely. I think it's a little too light. Yeah, I think I want to try a little bit of darker one called Cozy Up and see how that one works. I don't know how I'm liking that, but we're going to leave it for the moment. I'm going to take the Below Zero. I'm going to have to redo it, but I do want to put it on my brow bone. And the Snow Bunny, just underneath that, to like blend this out a little bit. So far, with the colors that I used, I am so impressed with this palette. I actually do like the color story. It's not that I didn't like it, it was more of just, what are you? But as far as the shadows go, they're gorgeous. So 2 eyeliners here. I don't know how this Ofra one got into this bag. This is the black Ofra liner that I'd wanted to try. I was going to do an Ofra Get Ready With Me too. I still may. And then there's this Lottie London. That's a very shimmery color. I just may use this on my waterline because it's really pretty. It's light, but it's really very pretty. I don't know if it's irritating my eyes yet, but I'll let you know. I do want to use this liner. Since it has a point on it right now, I'm going to use it on the top, and then I'll do the waterline. I can't talk while I do this, though. Now, I think they've redeemed themselves. It is fairly dark. It's not so creamy that it slides all over the place, yet it's not so dry that it tugs at your eyes. Methinks I like, at least on the top. Let me do the other, then we'll try the waterline. Let's try this. The faces I make when I do this are just horrifying, I know. Okay, it went on nicely. Let's see how it stays on, but okay. I do have this brow product to try from Complex Culture, which is the Ipsy brand, but it is just a tinted brow gel. That's not good. It didn't look like that when I first tried it. It's black. I didn't realize that before. It's black. At least, wait. Okay, this is so bizarre. When I accidentally got it on this part of my eyebrow, it was like purely black, and yet when I carefully put it through, it looks okay. Alright, let me go put on some regular eyebrow stuff, and then I gotta come back with this. This is so interesting. I'll be back. Okay, so I put my Wonder Beauty eyebrow thingy pencil on, and now I want to go in with this just as like a filler or a brow tamer or whatever and see how this works. I also had to put the Kapari coconut melt underneath my eyes because I couldn't take the horrific view that was in my mirror. That's the best stuff when you want to just add some moisture, throw that stuff on. Okay, see now, once I had my eyebrows done and I put it on, I'm very careful not to get it outside of my brow line. It's actually really quite nice because I like the way it sets my brows. It was just so shocking when I accidentally got on a bare brow and I was like, that's black. But it really does look good. It's a strange product. I will give you that. You know what? I want to give a little bit of life to my face here. So we got this Ginger Kombucha Chill Mist. Well, I actually purchased it in the sale. Oh yeah, it's that really fine mist. I really didn't need this, but I love using it because it's a black cat. Thank you, Pamela. That has the most beautiful mist on it. I could use that all day, every day, because it doesn't splotch you with anything and it's not forceful. It just is such a beautiful light mist. I'm going to need some more concealer, but at least it's I don't look like the Crypt Keeper anymore. I'm going to just open up another mascara, you know, just, I don't care anymore at this point. This is the Elizabeth Mott mascara. Again, got in one of my boxes. The pink is very, very cute. I kind of like that. And just a black tube. So big. Let me see what they claim. They say that it lengthens and curls. It's volumizing, and it'll last all day without smudging, and you just need water to remove it. Let's put that one to the test. So it has a rather thin wand with a little dip in the middle. I'm not using primer so that I can give this a good chance. And I know some of you don't use primer. It certainly glides on very easily. I think I can see a difference. It doesn't clump. I wouldn't call it volumizing. It just gave a little bit of definition. It does reach your inner lashes very nicely. I'm going to do the other side and then add another coat. I don't know, it's not doing too much for me, but let me add another coat. And every time I pull it out, I get these little, like, strings that I gotta, like, wipe off. I don't know. I mean, I can definitely tell I have mascara on. I don't see any volumizing. It separated my lashes nicely. It gave them a little bit of length, but they say volumizing and curling. I don't know about the curling because I already have lashes that naturally just curl up, so it just didn't impress me. If you like just a light natural lash with just a little bit of definition, then this may be something that you enjoy. I prefer a thicker, more voluminous, lush looking lash. You guys have to let me know if you got this, what your thoughts are. Alright, we got two Real Her lip pencils. These guys here. One is in a darker color, like a reddish, which I don't think I'm going to wear today. This one's more neutral, and that's probably the one that I'm going to go for. I have mascara all over my fingers. Really nicely. I have absolutely no complaints about that. This is the Complex Culture liquid lipstick, and this is that very fluffy, where is it? Fluffy, moussey type. This is really pretty. It's like velvety. You know, it's funny, it's almost a little sheer, which is bizarre because it's not a gloss. It's matte, and you can kind of feel it on your lips. It's not uncomfortable, if that makes sense. I don't know, it could be my lips. It looks a little dry, and I said, and it feels it, but when I rub my lips together, they feel moussey and soft. I don't know, I can't figure that one out, but the color is absolutely stunning. Love the color. Now, this is a very dark highlighter, so let's see what happens. Yeah, it's a little too dark for my skin tone, which is fine. It's very pretty. It doesn't look, okay, let's put it this way. It seems to have a little bit of glitter in it, but it's not obnoxious. It sort of gives just a nice little glow to the skin. Oh, do you know that I'm a complete and total idiot? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. This is the Glamnetic Lashes. It comes with the liner. I should have done this another way. We're going to do it anyway. Okay, they are telling you to shake this liner before use. I have no idea how it's going to work, considering the fact that I already have liner on. We're going to find out. If it's an epic fail, I will do another try on with it. They suggest to put on a moderately thick line. They say as thick as the band. The band is kind of thick, if you see here. So this is going to be fun. This is for your entertainment purposes only. Now, they tell you do not use this on your waterline. Do not use it on your lower lash line. This is not a regular liner. This is a magnetic liner. They tell you to wait until it is 80% dry. Let's take... Okay. This thing here is a magnet. Look. That's bizarre. How do I know if it's 80% dry? That's what they look like. Now these don't go all the way to my inner corner, and that doesn't bother me. They're very light. I can feel them, but I can feel every single lash that I put on ever. Seriously, if it's that easy, oh my goodness. But what do you guys think? I need your honest opinion. I'm going to zoom you in. These are the two eyes compared. I struggle with lashes, and if it was that easy, let me put this on the other eye. Hold that thought. Okay, the second one is on. It is not perfect. I think I have to get used to it a little bit. But as far as the ease of application for lashes, oh, but gosh darn. It was pretty easy. They don't look horrible. That's amazing. I think with a little bit of practice, I can actually perfect these. But literally, it took me 1 minute to actually put it on and then press and then, yeah. Well, I'm so glad that, I'm not glad that I was a stupid idiot and forgot to do them, but I'm very glad I found them and actually got to do it so I could show you guys. I cannot wait to hear what you think about this. Now, for me, I think I look terrible right now. All I'm seeing is my flaws of everything. That's my own personal thing and has nothing to do with the products. It has to do with me, my mental state at the moment, and just my physical not well-being. I'm actually pretty excited about this palette. This is such an inexpensive palette. I think it was $10 or $15. If you have not tried IBY Beauty, I have no connection to them. They have no idea what I am. I'm a human. They have no idea who I am. I'm just saying they're a reasonable, affordable brand that puts out good products. As you can see, I do love the way, you know, my eye look came out, even though I don't like, you get it though. Excited about the lashes. I love the Pure palette. We'll be using this again. The lip mousse I have to get used to from Complex Culture. No, it's different. So my lips are dry right now. That may have something to do with it. The Fenty brushes, I'm so glad I didn't pay the full price because I don't think they are worth the full price. They're nice brushes, but not worth that. The crown brushes performed just fine. I think I have no issues with them thus far. After I wash them, I'll let you know. The foundation, I have to play with it some more. The powder, I think is great. I'm so happy to have it. The concealer, right now, nay. Not for me, personally. I think it's just too drying, but I will keep trying it and let you know. The sponge is adorable. I will continue to use it. The mascara, not the type of mascara that I personally like. Won't say it's bad, but it's just not what I particularly like. The Ultra liner was fabulous. I'm loving it. The lip liner, fabulous. Loving it. I think that's it. If I missed anything, typical of me. I do want to thank you guys. I know this was a freaking long video. I'm going to try to cut it down to whatever I possibly can. I just want you to know how much I appreciate you dealing with me as a mess. If you came here to see like this professional guru review of everything, I'm sorry, you were probably highly disappointed. I'm just me. I'm just a normal person trying on products like you guys would, and I just, things go wrong. I'm a mess, and isn't that how we all can be sometimes? Please know that I love you tremendously. You are the most amazing people on this planet, and I will just continue to tell you that. If you are new here and you're not horrified by this video, I would love it if you would subscribe and become part of this family. And of course, my friends, whatever part of the world you're in and around, I hope you're having an amazing day, an amazing week coming up, a nice peaceful lead into the new year, and I will see you really soon. Love you guys. Bye.